Hi everyone. I'd like to share with you just a little bit about DY1 and how it has impacted my life. Okay, so what did I learn and love about DY? Yeah, it's really hard for me to describe DY in this short clip. I feel like I would need hours in front of someone to really reveal the amount of healing and freedom that was brought into my life through DY. I suppose the thing that stands out the most is I learned how to be a daughter, and that was something that was not familiar for me at all in my Christian walk. The timing of that and God's timing was quite amazing, because I had just lost my dad a year before, and I just walked through you could call it like a crisis of faith. And I really struggled with the fact that he had suffered so much and had passed away, and I was just starting to really kind of open myself up to God again. And then I met the guys and yeah, it wrecked my life, just changed my life upside down. Like it was just the life and walk that I always wanted with Jesus. And I feel like for me, I was a Christian for about 10 years, and I always desired to have this passionate relationship with Jesus. And what I would always keep falling into is these seasons of being lukewarm. And by lukewarm I mean I would live life as if I wouldn't even think about God. And I would still go to church, but I wouldn't be thinking about him, and then I'd have these passionate weeks where I'm like, I love Jesus, and then I'd walk out of them, and I always knew that there was something really missing. And the deepest desire of my heart was to have a relationship with God that was on fire. And for me, the thing that was missing was identity. And as I shared in a Sunday message that I did a few weeks ago, the Father taught me that I didn't have to earn, or it wasn't about works. It was about me and him, a father and a daughter. And my walk with Jesus has it's just come to a whole other level. Like my heart burns with passion for him 24/7, 7 days a week. I'm just like, it's what God has done is indescribable. Like for me, words aren't even good enough to describe. But if anyone, saw me before and after, and a lot of people have said that, like a few of the members of the church, they're like, when you came first and now, like, there's some difference. And, the leaders in DY just walked me through freedom with the Father. And, I was in a cage of my past, and I was so broken of what I went through when I was younger. And yeah, the one thing identity does is just shows you that your past does not define you. The only thing that defines you is the Father, and whatever he thinks about you is your reality. And for me to know that is the greatest miracle of all, because I just saw myself as this kind of weak, broken person, that because my past was so horrific for me that I would always be damaged. And the Father's like, no, let me rewrite that for you. That's not your narrative. That's not our narrative. I have a level of freedom and healing that I want to do in you through my son Jesus and through what Jesus did on the cross. And then I want to raise you up, and I want to partner with you to show others what's available to them. So that's the beautiful thing about TY is, not alone are you receiving healing and freedom and transformation, but then you're being taught how to impart that into the lives of others through Jesus and the Father and the Holy Spirit. My highlight, what was my highlight? My highlight was the DY weekend when we were all together in the house. For me, that's what set us up as a family. And before that, we'd see each other every week and we just loved each other. But that few days together just solidified us. And I just realized, like, I'm part of this incredible family, and it helped me to just yeah, just that love, like the love you receive through the leaders in DY, it changes you. Like it's God's love flowing out through them onto you. And there's nothing that God's love can't heal. And there's nothing that God's love can't transform in us. And yeah, it's just quite amazing. Yeah, what did God do in me in the past year? God set me free. That's what God did. God set me free. And he showed me that he, not alone does he set us free, like I said, but that he had a purpose on my life. And he had put many, treasures and amazing things inside of me that I could never list off before. And it's not in a prideful way, but it's just like, this is what my Father has given me so I can share the gospel, so I can be, so I can partner with him to set the captives free. And there's nothing that I'm more passionate about. And DY has fueled that passion in me. Because, when you come from a really broken past, your heart breaks for other people that are still in that past. And yeah, DY just brings you into this secure place where, God radically deals with your stuff. And then he sets you up to go and to speak and minister into the lives of others. And it's just something really, really powerful. I would just say to anyone that's curious about doing DY, just do it. And, often, to be honest, because the last year of my life was so, amazing and so enormous, and it was like a pivotal year in my life, I find it really hard to articulate exactly what it's done. And I just don't think that words are good enough for the level of freedom that's available for us. And, how it's so much deeper than just, your walk with God. It's your walk with your Father, It's, what I mean? Like you're adopted into a family. And you start to realize that when you do a course like DY, and you really start to see it how God sees it, And that just gives you a whole new compassion for others also. So yeah, that was me trying to sum it up as best as I could in this short space of time. I could say so much more. But yeah, I just pray that if you're thinking about it, that you would go for it, and you'll turn around to me in a year and you will just say, wow, I'm so glad that I did it. I'm so glad that I stuck with it and that I didn't give up, because God has just done amazing things in my life. And I just pray that over your life.